Hello there, I'm going to show you how to use your Y drive. To access your Y drive on your PPS computer, click Computer. Your Y drive will be listed under the network location. So if you click right here, this is my Y drive. It says P. Hoagland, that's my PPS username. If you hover over this, it'll show Y drive right there in the far right hand corner. Alright, so to access your Y drive, double click. As you can see here, I have some files saved on here. For example, this PPS Head Start IT inventory. This allows me to update this document from any computer. So basically the Y drive is on the PPS network, kind of like the cloud. It's on a server elsewhere. It's not on the normal hard drive of your computer. Now you can save your files on your computer, but if you log on a computer elsewhere, you can't access those files on your normal hard drive. So we recommend, particularly if you're a floating staff member, to save your files on the Y drive so you can access it from any PPS computer that you log into. DLLs, for example. So yeah. Another thing to keep in mind is that a lot of our computers that we have, they are fairly new, so they're probably not going to crash. But it might be a good idea for you to periodically update your folders, files into your Y drive, just in case your computer crashes. And then two, if you're a teacher, for example, and you're switching classrooms, the computers stay at the given location, but your files don't unless you transfer them. So there's two ways that you can transfer your files. You can transfer them on a thumb drive, or you can put them on your Y drive. The Y drive can be easier. Now, unfortunately, as you can see here, there's a limit to the amount of space you can store on the Y drive. So each PPS staff member is allocated 5 gigabytes. So if you're a teacher and you have a lot of pictures, you might have an issue saving all your files in here, so you may need to use a thumb drive. You can always request a thumb drive from Paul. We have 16 gigabyte thumb drives. As far as transferring your files from one computer to the other, what I often do is click on the File Explorer, and I will go top to bottom and put all these files into a folder on the desktop. Oftentimes I'll cut and paste, so I know that those files are just in one location, so it cleans up that old computer as well. So you can go on your desktop, downloads, and so on. So create a folder, and I'll usually just type in the username of the person, put it to the right hand side, and I'll create subfolders in this folder. So I'll type desktop, create a desktop folder. That way it makes it easier to put these files on the new computer you're transferring your files to. I'll put downloads, documents. So let's click downloads. So let's say you're transferring everything. You can select it doing that, right click, click cut. So there's now cut. Click the downloads folder, then paste. It'll transfer those files right there. And then you do the next one. There's another way you can select the files too. So, if you have a lot of files, folders, and so on, you can click and hold Shift and then hit the arrow button, and you can go all the way down, and that'll be an easier way to select everything. And then you just right click, hit cut, and then paste. I'll be right with you. And yeah, so once that's done, and you have all your folders, you can put it in the Y drive. So I would do copy, then paste in here. I'm not going to do it because I don't have enough space for those folders for a new one. And the reason I'd copy instead of cut is just in case the files weren't transferred properly. And if you have a thumb drive, I can show you, you can do that too. I'm going to insert the thumb drive. To access your thumb drive, click computer. It's installing the driver. Give it a moment. Open folder. I actually have Ubuntu partition on here. And then you just copy and then hit paste. And that's how you transfer your files and use the Y drive. Thank you.